Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, babies, rising in Venus. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of February 22nd, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, just take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. Be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. And also in the description box is information on how you can become a member of my Time Travelers program. I issue 48 exclusive readings to members every month. So if you're able to join us there, we would love to have you. With all of that said now, let's begin. Tapping into the Scorpio collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Scorpio not see coming for the week of February 22nd, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? Okay, one more shuffle here. Thank you. We have Talking Crap. I forget who else had that card. Maybe it was Leo. And then we have Creepin'. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have Bankrupt. Okay. Did you hear that sigh? Okay. Let's see what this is all about here. Some of you may have some high Leo placements, and if so, you may want to take a look at that reading as well. Okay. Why is this something that Scorpio does not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy this week, we have the Queen of Cups. That's beautiful for you, whether you're masculine or feminine. We have the Star. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Five of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, the situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Nine of Swords. Two of Swords, Nine of Wands. Oh, they're going through it, aren't they? All right, let's see what this is all about now. Queen of Cups, the Star, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Cups is in your energy. I'm not going to clarify the Queen of Cups, because it's just telling me that you are very much in your power this week. Looks like you're trying to take control of something here in your life. Tell me about the Star. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Star is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? One more shuffle. Thank you. I have the Eight of Cups, I have the Devil, and I have the Page of Cups. Tell me about the Five of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is clarified by King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. I feel like this is a career and finance read or a financial read here for you. I do think you have another individual here that you're dealing with or contending with, but you have two messages here this week. I think Virgo had something similar, had two messages as well. You seem to be very concerned here about your finances. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if you have incurred with this bankrupt card, and then I have bad habits. So maybe some of you have like overspent. The bills are now, starting to mount up, maybe from the holiday season. The credit card bills are coming in. They're all due. This could also be like you've had a recent unexpected expenditure, maybe vehicle or like, something that you had to pay for in your home or something broke down. So it could have been unexpected in nature. For others of you, you're just having a difficult time at this time reconciling your finances, like coming out in the black. And there seems to be a lot of concern here on your part about trying to discover ways to come out of this financial lack. The Page of Swords is like you're seeking out information. This is also thinking, right? The Eight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, like how do I come out of this? The Star card, how do I heal my financial troubles or my financial worries? The Page of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Cups, the Devil, and the Page of Cups. Again, I feel like you are in search of an opportunity or a way that you can make money, or maybe looking for a company or corporate entity that you could apply for. It's affecting you emotionally, though. I don't really like the Devil energy to the Eight of Cups, because this feels like a depressive energy. I'm going to be honest with you, Scorpio. I think that talking shit card is you. I think your mind here is talking shit to yourself this week. And I'm not saying that you're not going through a financial issue if this is your reading, but it seems to be more focused on the negative as opposed to ways to come out of the financial issue that you're having. Five of Cups, clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Again, I racking your brain, I just heard. It looks like you're racking your brain this week. You're not financially content, or you wish you could be making more money, or maybe something you're working on hasn't really produced the fruits of your labor here. There just seems to be a financial disappointment here in the Scorpio collective. And again, it's like half of your brain is like, oh, I got to come up with a way, on how to make money or how to turn this situation around. And then the other half of your brain is in this woe's me. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Okay? I'm a Scorpio moon. It's kind of like this woe's me, like, how do I always end up here? Why doesn't anyone ever support me? Every time I launch something, it doesn't work. Or I have all of this debt and I feel like I'm underwater. I can't get ahead. So I just want to tell you to be careful of your mind, because again, half of it is like really trying to come up with some creative ways on how to establish more money for yourself, or create more money for yourself, and maybe even reviewing some bills there. We have the Page of Pentacles, like intently looking at the Pentacle. So maybe some of you are like looking at your expenditures and saying, what can I cut or what can I reduce? So I can save a bit of money here, or, reduce my expenses. But that other half of your brain, I don't really like that, because that's just very much like a victim mentality here. And I think your mental focus, you're such a gorgeous sign when your mind starts rolling with ideas. I mean, you are represented in tarot by the Death card. So if there's any sign in tarot that can take nothing and turn it into something, it's you, right? I mean, you are the transformative card in tarot. And you always look at an ending as an opportunity. You always look at a challenge as something that you can and will overcome. And you can be quite the dedicated sign when you want to overcome something, especially if it's a financial hardship. So I just want to say to be mindful of your thoughts this week, that you don't focus so much on the, oh, why is me? But instead redirect your focus to looking for an opportunity to get out of this. Because I think the negative thoughts here this week are going to be creeping in, and I wouldn't succumb to them. Now, you have a secondary message here, because this is the situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. 9 of Swords, a 2 of Swords, and a 9 of Wands. Who or what is this? What is this? 7 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is the energy of someone else here. Tell me more about this. 9 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 9 of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Hermit. And we have the 4 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have 3 of Cups. You have 10 of Pentacles. And you have Ace of Pentacles to the Tower. I don't know if this is going to resonate with all of you, but you have someone here. They could be a Virgo. They don't have to be. But regardless of their sign, they seem to be going within. This person knows of your challenge. So if that's not part of your message, if you don't discuss your finances with someone, your partner, a friend, a family member, a lover, then it's just this part of the reading isn't yours. And just take this portion, which says this week it looks like you're going to be very focused on your finances, very worried about them, and redirect your energy towards looking for a solution on how you can overcome them, and don't succumb to the negative aspects of the oh, woe's me, or why am I in this position again, or that I can't get ahead. Just try to move on from those negative thoughts so you can be a bit more productive when it comes to your finances. For those of you where you have disclosed this to someone, again, a confidant, someone you trust here, in that Hermit energy, it looks like this person is keenly aware of what you're going through. It plagues them. It bothers this person to see you struggle, to see you work so hard and always be underwater, or always have some unexpected expense come up. This person is trying to come up with a way to help you. But this person, also the feeling I get here is they don't want to breach or step on your sovereignty. They don't want to make you feel like you're a charity case or something like that, or they're coming to their rescue. So it's like, on one hand, they're trying to come up with a way to help you. And on a second, and then the second part of them here is like, I would like to help Scorpio get out of this, but I don't want Scorpio to think that I think they're not capable of, climbing out of this, this debt, or financially recovering here. So it's like this person's trying to go within here. Tell me more about this person's energy. So if you have someone like this you've been talking to, even if they haven't said much about your financial issue, I want you to know that it does plague them. They do think about it. They're trying to come up with a way that they can help you that you will accept. It's like this person knows that you're prideful, and they don't want you to feel like they're looking at you like you're some charity case or something like that. Anything else Scorpio needs to know about this person? Anything else they need to know? Okay, that's a lot of cards, but they did all fall face up. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Tower, you have the 7 of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the 2 of Wands. This person is going to come up with an idea here on how either you can generate money, generate more money, maybe borrow money from them. they know you might be a little resistant to it, or maybe not open to what it is that they are suggesting. But nonetheless, they're going to make the choice this week to suggest this to you. Again, some kind of idea they have. And for those of you where this person's going to offer you like, hey, if you really need X amount of dollars, you know, I would loan it to you. I know you're good for it. I don't think this person necessarily wants you to pay them back, but again, they know that you're prideful and you don't want to be seen as a charity case. So it's almost like they're going to, they're either offering you this idea like, hey, have you thought about doing this? And then of course you're going to make a decision about whether or not you want to accept that idea and explore it or move forward with it. And for others of you, this is, I know you're good for it. Like I know you'll eventually pay me back, but internal to them, they really don't want you to pay them back. They want this to be a gift to you. A justice, they feel like it's the right thing to do for you. But again, they're going to make you an offer here this week. Okay, to, like I said, either an idea on how you can get out of this, I don't want to call it a mess, but financial situation you find yourself in. And for others of you, they're offering to let you borrow this money. But again, borrow is like it's under the guise of borrowing. I feel like this person would really like to just gift this to you because you're having an issue here. I'm going to get you 3 cards of advice for those of you where just message 1 resonated with you. So can we get 3 cards of advice for Scorpio who they're contemplating their financial circumstances this week, and they're trying to come up with a way on how to make money or increase their finances? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Okay. Your advice here is to be very efficient with your routine. For some of you, this is a routine-based issue, like a scheduling issue. Maybe you work from home and you're not sticking with like a disciplined schedule of when you work. I know that I fall into that sometimes. There are mornings I wake up at like 4:30. I have my breakfast. The house is clean. I'm showered. I'm ready to go to come up here. And I hit the record button and it's still dark out, right? It's still 5:30. You can see that back window behind me. And it appears to be nighttime, but it's just super early in the morning. And by 10, 11 o'clock, all my recordings are done. And I spent the afternoon just kind of editing them and uploading them to YouTube. And then there are days where it's like 4 o'clock in the evening and I haven't even taken a shower yet to start recording. It's like, all right, Jen, time to get ready and start recording. So for some of you, it could just be creating a more efficient or routine schedule here for yourself and sticking to it. And in that respect, I think Source is saying that if you move in that direction, you're going to be very successful. So definitely creating some kind of schedule here for yourself. For others of you, this is telling you to think about what your long-term goals are and to create a plan for them. Again, whether that is reviewing expenses that are going out or looking for different ways on how you can generate long-term sustainable income. This is telling you not to look for get-rich-quick things or something like that. Look for long-term sustainable growth that will be more financially satisfying to you. And there's definitely here about creating a schedule for those of you who like work at home or work for yourselves. Let's get 3 cards of advice now for you where you do have this individual who's looks like you're going back and forth with them this week. They're aware of your circumstance. It looks like they're looking for a way to approach you either with this idea or this financial offering. 3 cards of advice for how Scorpio should deal with this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice: the Magician, the Star, and the Death card. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Don't be prideful. This person could be a family member. They could be your spouse, someone in your inner circle. 7 of Swords right behind that to the King of Pentacles. I wouldn't kick this gift horse in the mouth. It looks like this person has very good intentions. Very good intentions. I mean, this is someone who wants to see you financially excel. This is someone who wants to see you be abundant. This is someone who's supporting you in whatever your manifestation here is when it comes to financial healing, when it comes to growth. So you don't have to take this suggestion that they're offering, but I wouldn't sabotage it by shutting them down or saying no. I would at least hear them out. That 7 of Swords to the King of Pentacles, if they're offering you money, I wouldn't automatically turn it down. Again, I feel like this person's intention here is to watch you regain your financial stability. This could even be like you're contemplating launching a business and you need X amount of dollars to do it. And this could be the friend, the confidant, you know what I mean? The lover, the family member that says, hey, you got this really great plan. I really believe in you. I really think that you can excel and make this dream come true and be successful or launch this business. But, I know that you need X amount of dollars to do it. How about I just loan you that? I don't think their intention is to have you pay them back. This person values you, and they see this investment in you as an act of love in that 10 of Cups. So I would just consider whatever it is here that they're offering you, whether it's an idea or whether it actually is a sum of money to help you move forward. That is what I have for you, Scorpio, for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.